You see, what we usually desire, maybe not us anymore, but what's normal to desire is the material success, the money, the lifestyle, everything that's sold to you. And yet, when you really think about it, all that matters in terms of your happiness, it isn't actually anything external. Really, your entire experience of life is all mental when you really think of it. That's why, for example, there has been successful, happy men inside of concentration camps, and it's not rare to see a depressed millionaire because life is literally just all your own subjective sort of evaluation of what's happening. There's some people you probably know who are going through a shit time and are genuinely happier than the person who should be seemingly happy, right? And this is like the flow state. I've got the I'm reading a different book now, but there's a book by Mikhail Csikszentmihalyi, and he's the first like researcher to study flow state. The book's just called Flow, and everyone knows what flow state is, right? Just do that. I would assume most of us do, right? Flow state. There's only a couple of people. Flow state is, imagine it's like a deep 1 hour to 2 hour block of like very high levels of focused. So when athletes are talking and they'll end up saying in the zone, oh, you got to get your mind in the zone. And that's when I got into the zone and I was able to just keep scoring. That's what they mean. It's like this moment, this kind of state which you'll enter into with intense focus. Your mind stops chattering and then you're just able to like focus on the task at hand. It's kind of like a state of deep work. We can say that. I think deep work is more about the kind of lifestyle that you set up. So you turn off the distractions and stuff. Flow state is the actual specific like hour long of like zero thoughts in your mind, and it's meant to be one of like the optimal experiences of life. There's a very famous study, you might want to go research this afterwards. It's called A Wandering Mind is an Unhappy Mind. Researchers had yeah, I'll break it down to you. So researchers, imagine they tapped into everyone's phones and they set it up so that everyone is going to get a beep and a notification a few times a day, and they have to reply straight away, and they have to say what they were doing, how happy they were, and whether their mind was focused on the task at hand. Anyone want to write in the chat what would they have found? So that they're sending out these notifications asking people, okay, what are you doing, are you focused on the task, and are you happy? Does anyone actually know the conclusions of this study? Has anyone seen it before? Yeah, they were happiest when they were in a flow. So at any given time, no matter what someone was doing, if their mind was not focused in a flow state, no matter what they were doing, they were unhappy. They had symptoms of depression. And interestingly, at any given time, no matter what they were doing, even if it was stuck in traffic or working a job that they didn't like, if their mind was focused and they were in a flow state, they actually, like, that was the positive, as high as their sort of experience of life could be. So, the person who hates his job, he actually will have like almost a drug level of happiness if he gets into a flow state there, compared to the person who, for example, is having sex with his wife right now, but he's not present. And it kind of makes sense, right? You can imagine this now. You can't be you can't be happy when your mind is wandering. Anyone conscious of this morning, you woke up and within the 5 minutes it took you to go to the toilet and brush your teeth, anyone kind of remember some bullshit thoughts that went on in their mind today? Completely irrelevant thoughts. Happens pretty much all the time, right? So this is something that I'm super proud that we've developed as like a community. It's the love for work. There's a very big, let me do a little case study of some weird motherfuckers. Let me show you this subreddit. Anti-work. This is a subreddit for people who are like against working, and just like their mindset. I won't read them, but you just want to go and see some like disgusting people, but their mindset towards work is like, if you made a post here telling them about what we've just learned in flow state, these people would attack you like crazy and say like, no, you're wrong, like you can't be happy in work. Work is this this yeah, this just, I remember seeing this a while ago, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, right? When I first saw this, like, I don't know, 5 years ago, I actually agreed with it. I was actually one of the subscribers here. So our perception of work is very, very negative these days. Adonis School is a private online community that you can join to make friends who are just like you, who are on self-improvements, who are meditating, exercising, delaying gratification, who aren't degenerates. It's the hub spot for all of the people on self-improvement. We're all in here literally doing these good habits, reading these books, having these discussions, talking about this stuff online. I'm active in there. And I think it's an exceptional place for you to just make friends who are similar to you, because a lot of my audience have told me, it's a very common experience, that when you really do start to implement the advice that I give out, naturally you have less things in common with the people that you've known already. And so it's a very common experience for young people who follow my videos who end up just getting lonely because there's no one that you can relate to. Your family don't understand you anymore, and your friends are kind of Jeffries, and you can, you're kind of still attached to those old people who are part of the previous chapter of your life because you just don't want to be lonely right now. And so Adonis School is made for you. It has outstanding customer reviews that are all verified, and you can have a look at that on the website, which I'll link below. There's a lot of quite like high value successful guys in there that I personally added. We're not going to expect them to be too active because they're obviously busy, but I literally just sent the link to all of like my high value successful friends. We've got Sneeko in there, Luke Belmar's in there, and he posts every now and then as well. He posts quite frequently some like good, he calls it data sets. Chris Williamson, Derek from More Plates, More Dates, First Man, and a bunch of like friends I met in Dubai who make a lot of money and stuff. I just sent the link to them so they could join, and then we've got a lot, like everyone's in here, they're all just like you in here. If you're interested to that, you can go to hamza-ahmed.com/school. It's the top link in the description. Just go there right now.